Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Blessed Self, adorations, my heartfelt blessings to each one of you, and welcome you all to this special episode of Katha Upanishad, translated into English by Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj. Thank you, Gurudev. Our humble Sashtang pranams at the holy lotus feet for all that you have given us. Worked tirelessly for humanity, for your devotees, and for everyone in the world, all aspirants. Thank you, Pujya Gurudev. Katha Upanishad, the mystery of the soul, Day 53, Chapter 2, Section 3, Mantra number 4. A little bit of recap of Day 52, Mantra number 3. When one attains the intuitive revelation of the Self, the world is no longer seen as a procession of racing elements being whipped by the uplifted rods of Brahman into performing their functions. Rather, it appears like surging waves of bliss, sustained by the ocean of the Almighty Self. The world trembles like a leaf before the infinite power of the Divine Self. Even if you were to fly into the profundities of space, or abide in the depths of the ocean, or enter into the hardest rocks, still you cannot escape the fear of death, because by the vision of duality that is caused by the vision of duality, Brahman, who is the destroyer of all fear, becomes the source of fear for the soul that is overcome by ignorance. So Brahman takes it all. Mantra number 4 as we continue. Lord Yama gives jnana, knowledge, to Nachiketa, saying, if one were to attain realization even before the death of the body, he is blessed indeed. So this is what is called Jivan Mukta. While one has the physical body, yet is self-realized, like our Pujya Gurudev. But if not, he is forced to incarnate in various bodies, in various worlds and classes of beings for numerous ages. So this is Lord Yama educating Nachiketas that even while a person is in physical form, in physical embodiment, he or she can be self-realized. But if not self-realized, then born over and over until self-realized. So Gurudev further explains saying, as aspirant must be endowed with sadhana, chatushtaya, the fourfold qualifications. So we all should be blessed with this sadhana chatushtaya, the fourfold qualifications. Means this is what tests us as where we stand. And you can test your own self also here, and that is how you will know yourself. Very honestly, we have to introspect. So these fourfold qualifications are Vivek. Vivek means discrimination, means further, a deeper way, one should be able to distinguish between the good and bad, what is right and what is wrong. The decision making to follow the path of the good. But if you cannot discriminate between the two, you cannot make judgment what is good and what is bad, then how will you follow the good path? So first step is you should be able, or we should be able to know what is right and what is wrong. Vairagya means dispassion. When the world itself seems no longer interesting, when the tasty food does not matter, when beautiful clothing that people buy, new things when there is some function every time, or somebody sees a new type of clothing, new fashion, then they want to buy it. When all these seems useless or no longer interests you, means you have developed dispassion or vairagya towards the worldly stuff. When you no longer want to go to a theater or to sit and watch movies saying, oh, I love this series, I must watch, I cannot miss it. That means you have not developed vairagya yet. So that's the second thing. First is vivek or discrimination, second is vairagya or dispassion, and the next one is shat sampat. What does that mean? Serenity of mind, self-control, renunciation of selfish actions, endurance, faith, and tranquility of mind. Shat means 6. So these are the 6 qualities I'll say again. Shat sampat, serenity, self-control, renunciation of selfish actions, endurance, faith, and tranquility of mind. So these are the qualities we get tested about all the time. Can you have your mind serene during the adverse conditions? Can you control yourself for not going somewhere, or for if not available then don't have it? Renunciation of selfish actions. Like so many times there is a big line where you are supposed to join the end of the line, but somehow you so many times We see these people, they sneak into the middle of the line or try their best to join, not at the end, but somewhere in the middle, somewhere in three-quarter way or quarter way, so that they can be served quicker. So that is a selfish action. Or there are only few of the items and there are more people who want it. Or there is only enough for 5 people but you want to buy 3 of the items. Then you quickly grab it. We see that all the time also. Then that means that is selfish action. But you have to say, okay, I will never do that again. Because if there are 5 people, 5 items, let's have 1 each. Or if there is very little of a sabji left or a curry left, or maybe only few rotis left and there are more people in the home, let us all share. That's the good action. So, renunciation of selfish actions. Endurance. Are you able to bear the pain? Are you able to go through the difficult moments without crying, yelling, shouting? Endure it. Sahan Shakti. And then faith. Do you have faith? And tranquility of mind. So, faith in God, faith in yourself, faith in your family, faith in your job. Positive thoughts and tranquility of mind. During any adverse condition, you are still serene, you are still having equanimity of mind. And mumukshutva. So after Shat Sampat is mumukshutva, which means burning aspiration for self-realization. You hear people saying, I want to be self-realized, I want liberation. But the actions are opposite, are different. So you can be saying it, but is there mumukshutva? Is there really burning aspiration to be wanting self-realization? If it is, then every negativity, everything that is not leading to that goal will be dropped. So these constitute the qualifications of an aspirant who would attain self-realization. So if you have said yes, 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 yes to many of the items, and then sometimes you say, okay, I have done wrong of this item sometimes. So once you evaluate yourself, then you improve and take care of not committing that again. So you know where you stand. After introspecting, we will know definitely where we stand. Along with the development of these qualities, he must practice Shravana Chatushtaya. What does that mean? Another rule. That means, again, Chatushtaya means 4. Chatu means 4. So listening to scriptural teachings. Shravana, that means listening. And that's what you are doing right now. So 1, you are doing it. Number 2, reflection on the nature of self. Reflection on the nature of self means manana. So you contemplate on it, reflect on it. Your teachings and your other scriptures that you may have read or you may have heard. So are you really thinking about it? Are you contemplating on it? And then the third is profound meditation on the self, nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is meditation on the self. So listening to the scriptural teachings, reflection on the nature of self, and profound meditation on the self, nididhyasana, and then thus he discovers the nature of the self, Atma Sakshatkar. So the four things. Atma Sakshatkar is the last. On the path of spiritual advancement, he must overcome the three defects of the heart. So this is another thing. The three defects of the heart, which is the chitta. Chitta is the mind stuff relating also to the heart. Avarana, the veil of the self caused by ignorance. Vikshepa, distraction of vision caused by subtle desires. So many times you are sitting, you are listening, you are in a satsanga, but you get distracted by a certain desire. All of a sudden it sneaks in and you start thinking about that. So that should not happen. We have to be able to control and let the desires go. And mala. Mala means gross impurities of the mind, such as violence and hatred caused by karmic involvements. So these are the defects that should be taken care of if any one of us are still in that. So by performing action with devotion and knowledge, he removes the impurities of the mind. By practicing devout meditation on the self, he removes the subtle desires from the subconscious depths of the mind. By intense inquiry into who am I and consequent meditation upon the self, he attains realization of the self. If this spiritual plan for the attainment of the self-realization is not adapted in life, the soul continues to be immersed in ignorance and is led to various embodiments driven by its karmas, while movement towards Brahman is from light to increasing light and from joy to increasing joy until one becomes immersed in bliss. The movement in the illusions of the world is from sorrow to sorrow, from misery to misery, and from darkness to darkness. It is indeed most blessed for an aspirant to accomplish self-realization even within this lifetime, and thus end the possibility of experiencing the unending sorrows of the world process. How beautifully explained. May we all do our austerities to be able to follow the path of self-realization. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namo Asute. Om Divine love, light, healing, bliss, peace, prosperity to you and your near and dear ones. Samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is Swami Lalita Priyananda from Sacramento, California. Harihi Om Tat Sata.